right. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I know it's been a couple of days since I've been on YouTube and Facebook. I'm going to go over here. Welcome, everybody, to the channel. I want to welcome the new people to the channel. My name is Debbie Curry, and I speak about a lot of different things. Hello. So, to make sure you guys hear me over there on Facebook. Wait a minute. I want to make sure that because sometimes I'll be getting calls over here on Facebook. So um, give me a moment. I'm just trying to go over and share. So give me a moment. Let's see. Okay. And then. Look, I'm so funny. You guys will get used to me after a while. I promise you, you will. You will get used to me. Okay. I just want to make a post over here and welcome. I'm gonna try to read as many many comments as you guys have. If you have comments for me, if I don't, because I'm charted to my head and not my heart, because I really be into my conversations. Oh man, what did I just do? Give me a moment. I'm gonna post that up. There we go. There we go. Post. Give me a moment, y'all. Okay, so but my title you guys read, okay? You guys read my title. I got this light thing on. Y'all, I'm wearing my husband hat. He got some great hats, and I love wearing his hats. And I just got done. I have my food on the stove. What your girl cooking? Now I get down in the kitchen, just so y'all know, you know, and in that order. Let me see. What I am cooking. What am I cooking? I'm cooking beans, pinto beans. I'm cooking pinto beans, cabbage, cornbread, chicken, which I'm turning making into barbecue. Um, Something else I'm making. I can't think of right offhand. But anyway, let's go to work, okay? Y'all want to talk about relationships. That's why I'm on here today. Let me move over this way. Can y'all see me good? Cause yeah, okay. So y'all, so I've been in contact with several people that are looking for certain things in relationships, right? I'm trying to make sure I get comfortable. Now, I am not a relationship guru. Let me just throw that out there. I am just a human being. I make mistakes like you guys, and I will make a mistake in 5.2 seconds, and that's on real. Okay? And will make a mistake very quickly. I'm not a perfect person. I never claimed to be, but I figure, as old as I am, 300, that I can probably offer a little bit of advice to people, and you can either take with it, run with it. You can add or subtract. You can pass it on to somebody else. It may not even apply to you. But I figured, since we just people, we just human, we could probably sharpen each other on some knowledge, right? So I've been listening to a lot of people speak about relationships, y'all. This is Island Punch Tropicana. My husband always buy me a drink and him a drink before he goes to work, so he'll get an energy drink and buy me some juice. Now, anywho, listen. So I've been listening to a lot of people talk about relationships, and mostly our men's, because a lot of the women's are changing, is what they're saying, right? So, um, I'm married. I am a married woman. However, I have been single before a long time, and or I have gone through some difficult relationships in my life. Okay. Let's just start there. I'm going to share my story, and if I can help y'all got questions, let's come together. Okay. I was single. Okay. married very young, in a relationship for a long amount of years. And with the person that God has in my life, I'm going to tell y'all, if you want better, you want something different, you got to do differently. You understand what I'm saying? You got to do something different to get a different result to whatever you used to, right? And with the day and age and the corona and the different things that are going out here, y'all got to be extra careful. You feel what I'm saying? So a lot of people are looking for a woman that's not just hold on, because my internet be acting up. So if it acts up, y'all, and y'all can't see me clearly, type in there, since we can't see you clearly, or lady, we can't see you clearly, or something like that, because the internet is acting up. This is what I heard. I heard that the internet was something supposed to be wrong with it because they doing something secretive. I don't know if that's true or not, but I'm just saying. My internet's been acting up. Y'all let me know if I'm the only one, But anywho, uh, they saying that women's are changing, okay? The dynamics of relationships and dating and all this stuff, because women's out there getting that guap cheese, dinero, guacamole, chip, and the dip, the money, the moolah, the scratch, the skrilla, whatever you dinero, that whatever it is you wants to call it. You feel what I'm saying? I need to put that on a t-shirt. I've been saying that for a long time, and I'm gonna put that on a t-shirt because no nobody say that but me. So if you hear that anywhere else, that means they didn't cop that from your girl, and in that order, and in that order. But anywho, um, so I've been listening to a lot of people talk about relationships, what they want in relationships and things like that. I'm gonna talk again. I love speaking about relationships. Now I'm not no counselor or anything like that, but I enjoy speaking about relationships because we learn a lot in it. You feel what I'm saying? Either we gonna cry in the relationship we was in, or we gonna be happy in the relationship we was in, or we gonna be sad, or we gonna be doing some stupid stuff. And we have to learn from those things because those things makes us stronger. It makes us better people. It makes us who we are. You understand what I'm saying? So to me, when you especially married couples, I tend to like want to be on married couples a lot. I know it's been a couple of days since I've been on the YouTube and Facebook. Hold on. Over here. Hold on. Something went wrong with the Facebook live. Let me try it again. Now that was really weird. But we're gonna start it again. I don't know what happened. I don't. I'm telling you, I think it's the internet that's jacking up. I'm gonna put it over on this side. Let's see what happens. Anywho, I'm picking up where I left off at, y'all, because the internet shut off for a minute. I don't know why it's doing it. I really don't. But check this out. So you got a lot of people that's trying to be in a relationship, and like I said, a lot of the women's are trying to get that guap cheese, dinero, guacamole, chip, and the dip. Do what they got to do, right? So you got a lot of men that's looking like, wait a minute, I don't even know where it is. They y'all. I'm sorry. I will tag this on later because I keep losing my thought. So let me get back to what I'm saying. I'm a character for y'all that's just joining me for the first time. Y'all will learn I'm a character all by myself, and that's how it is. I make no qualms about it. I just let God just have his way. But anyway, so relationships are difficult. They were difficult before we went on punishment. Y'all remember we went on punishment. Don't act like y'all wasn't on punishment with the rest of us. The world got shut down, and they said go in the house and don't come out until we say come out. And y'all remember, y'all was a part of the punishment, right? So we all went on punishment, and those that was like, you know what, I'm quarantining with you. Relationships came out of that stuff. Children came out of that stuff. You understand what I'm saying? And relationships got let go out of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So everybody had to stop doing what they doing. But everybody back out. Everybody back out to play. They at the parks now. You know what I'm saying? They out. Everybody's out. Even though nobody's thinking like this stuff is continuing. This is some sickness out here in the world. This stuff ain't going nowhere. We can't even eat the foods we want to eat. We think we eating vegetables. We eating plastic. You feel me? You feel me? There's a lot of stuff going on out here in the world, and it's detrimental to us. And the same thing with dating, y'all, on some real. Like real talk. Everybody, y'all remember before we went on punishment, y'all was out here sleeping with any and everybody. And now y'all want to go back to sleep with any and everybody. Y'all ain't covered. You ain't covered you. They ain't covered them. And y'all back out here acting like ain't nothing happening. A lot of people are dying in this stuff right here in this world of sickness. A lot of people are dying. Y'all forgetting because y'all want to hurry up and get back to the streets. Oh, all the videos, even on the TikTok. Y'all remember? Y'all know the TikTok. When they were like, I'm going back to the streets. You can't go back to the streets. The streets ain't the same. The streets ain't the same. So it's difficult for people to get into relationships. Y'all know even then, married people was out here cheating like they single. Like they ain't got a whole husband and a whole wife at home. Like they ain't got a whole family at home. And they implementing y'all and stuff. And some of y'all knew they had families, but y'all wanted what they had. Thinking that y'all could get what they had. You can't get what somebody else have. Baby, you ain't gonna be able to do it because they ain't gonna treat you how you see them treat them, because that's something that had to be established. You understand what I'm saying? So I figured today I was gonna come on here. I had a lot of thoughts run through my mind, right? I'm not a counselor. Don't put me as one. I'm just Debbie, and I'm just speaking my opinion on some things. That's all I'm doing. I told everybody from the beginning, especially with the YouTube. Now, Facebook, y'all know me. Y'all know how I get down with the get down. You know. Such a character. I'm such a character. Anyhow, but you two had to be introduced to me. So I was having a lot of thoughts about relationships, and I'm hearing like the men say the women's change and this and that and the other, and all, and the women and the men's are not acting right. They not the same caliber of men that used to be out there, and this and that and the other. I'm listening to all right. So anyhow, check it out. So these are my thoughts, right? Married people. Can I start with y'all for a minute? Some of y'all a hot mess. And I ain't even lying. Some of y'all is a hot mess. Do you feel me? And y'all running around here. Y'all know people be looking at y'all because they want y'all, right? Because they see how you showing love towards another person, right? Don't get me wrong. Y'all stick to me because this conversation gonna get interesting. This whole thing, like for real. I'm interested in it just talking about it and this stuff off the top of the dome. You feel what I'm saying? Um, y'all know people be watching y'all because they're interested in y'all. They see the love that you post up on the pictures and stuff like that. They see y'all out and about. They see y'all arguing, and then when they see y'all arguing, next moment they see y'all lovey-dovey. So they want what you have. Instead of y'all being leaders and trying to get out there and help other relationships and be like, hey, you know what? Don't, instead of you being envious or wanting somebody else's relationship, why don't you try to go for something that's just for you? Because everybody relationship ain't for everybody. Everybody can't eat off the same table. Y'all been watching them videos and stuff. People be coming to y'all job. Y'all be having potlucks and everything like that. Be having the food set out and everything. And everybody go eating and grabbing a plate and eating everything when y'all don't know that these people got rats and roaches and cats and stuff. They made everything in the sink while the cat roaming around, got cat hair all up in the food. But y'all want some because y'all want to eat it, and y'all not worried about you can't eat everybody's food. You can't eat off everybody's plate. They be eating and the cat be like picking at the food and stuff like this and all that. And they be like, stop, move away. Just move the cat to the side, but still fixing the food for y'all to eat. Go ahead and sup in that. Go ahead and sup in that food. Sup and eat it. You get sick. You don't know what they put in there. You don't know if they put food that you're allergic to, added in there, mixed it all up. You don't know what's going on. Did you ask questions? No, you didn't. You didn't do nothing. Some of my people, y'all eating each other lunches and going in the refrigerator, stealing lunches and stuff. You know, kind of like how people be cheating and lying, but y'all going in the refrigerator, stealing people food and everything like that. Then you go in and wonder where your food is. Somebody done ate what you done brought. You know how it is. You be cheating because you want somebody else's person. You want that person. You want to bang them. Let's get this real, because these conversations that I'll be having with y'all is not for the children. They for y'all. And in that order. But anywho, y'all go in there, eat the food, and y'all like, no, you know what? Next person eat my food, I'm putting a laxative, I'm putting this, I'm putting that, not knowing that what that's causing is that's actually criminal charges. You trying to poison somebody, but you ain't thinking. Thinking is the word, but you ain't thinking. Can we talk? Do y'all mind if we talk? Because you know, if you knowingly know that somebody is stealing your food and eating your food, and you deliberately come home and make a food and put something in it for that person to get sick, those are criminal charges, baby. I know some of these things we don't talk about. That's why we gotta talk. That's why we gotta speak up. You didn't know that? Oh, you did that. You didn't know. Oh, okay. We know not because we don't know the knowledge of it. We don't know. So, but when somebody tell you, now you know. So you might want to cut that out. Cut it out. Stop. Like put period on it. You feel what I'm saying? You might want to just put your food somewhere else. Buy you a little cooler, put some ice in there or something like that. Lock it up in your locker or whatever have you. You know what I'm saying? So you don't put it in the community refrigerator and stuff like that. And that brings me to cheating. Stop cheating with somebody because you don't know what they got. You don't know what kind of sickness they got. You don't know what kind of illness they got. They got all of these viruses going on, and y'all up here want to bang this person, bang that person. All of a sudden you get sick. You wonder where it come from. What, sir, ma'am, I tell you where it came from. It came from the person who you cheated on with. That where it came from. That where it came from. That where it came from. I know how to speak. That's where it came from. Can we talk? Can Debbie speak? Like and share. Y'all tell other people come in here and join us. Come on in here. And that's so real. Y'all want what somebody else had. It's not tailor made for you. Married people, what are you doing? You see people gawking at what you have. You know what? This is your opportunity to speak up. You're supposed to cover each other, right? Husband's supposed to cover wives. Wives supposed to cover husbands. Single people, I'm coming for you. Don't trip. I got you too. I got you too. But anywho, I love speaking about relationships. This was on my mind. I was like, I'm going after I put my dinner on. Because it's kind of cloudy out here. It's really kind of cloudy. It's going in and out, a little drizzle, a little bit of morning. I was like, I'm gonna cook some food stick to my husband's stomach. I'm gonna put him. He gonna get the itis tonight. But anywho, this is your opportunity when you see people trying to gawk at your relationship or something. This ain't your time to be like, I'm better than y'all. We better than y'all. This ain't your opportunity for that. This is your opportunity to share your story, maybe how y'all met, maybe how much you love each other, so that they can look for somebody to love them the way they need to be loved in this originality. Not wanting what you want, not you at work up here cheating. Oh, I'm not around my husband. I'm not around my wife. Let me call my side piece, or what y'all call them, the other person, or whatever it is y'all call, what y'all got going on into that. But I'm serious. This ain't your opportunity to hook up with that. Here's the thing, right, y'all? We're not perfect, right? We're going to all make mistakes. We agree with this. We all going to make mistakes. We're not perfect. Here's the thing. If you've done any of this, you might as well just turn your little butt around. And I know some of y'all don't want to be honest, but let me tell you something. When you hurt an individual, have you ever seen an individual hurt by you? I know you've seen other people hurting, but the question is, have you ever seen an individual hurt by you? Have you ever seen that before? Do you know what that looks like? To have someone shed, and I mean cry tears, heart hurt, broken everything over you, check this out, without you using the ego or I'm proud or proud method, or I don't want to hear that. No, just like really listen and hear somebody hurt by the actions in which you cause to someone. Not that you're asking for, oh, let me go get them a gift, and they not know that this gift was actually because I actually messed up. But no, so we talking on some real level right here. When you come on to this channel, I want y'all to know we as real could get over here. We ain't out here to be gossiping about nobody, nothing like that. We really want to use life lessons and learn from them and sharpen each other and be better people than what we were before we even stepped into this room. You understand what I'm saying? That's what we want to do here, because there's a lot y'all can go look at, listen to, or whatever. And let me tell y'all, I greatly appreciate you all listening and leaving your comments. I will, if I see them, I will gladly like comment back to you. Just know that, hey, I read what you said. I can either relate or not relate or give my opinion in what you're saying. So, but anywho, if you never see nobody hurt by you, baby, that's the most hardest thing you could ever go through. That right there, when I tell you to watch someone being hurt behind you and over you, baby, when I tell you that's some hardship right there, that right there, you all you got to do is imagine and put yourself in somebody else's shoes. And when you put yourself in somebody else's shoes, I promise you to God, you would not be able to you would not be able to handle that. You would not be able to handle walking in somebody else's shoes. You would not be able to handle hurt and pain. You would not be able to handle when it continue and persists to ag you for not one day, not a week, not 1 month, not it could be it takes times for healing, because your mind, your body, and your soul got to heal after you've been hurt. And a lot of people don't take the time out to even take the time out for themselves to heal, to be a better person, to come and be like, you know what, I went through this in this relationship. I'm not about to bring this over to this relationship. Some of you all don't even know what that feels like, because you know what you did when you got out here and got the screwing around and everything. You got the soul time with people. That's what you did. And when you start the soul time with people, you dealing with this person you just met, and all these souls that's within you is dealing with them too. So you can't even find out and discover who this person is. So married people, instead of you being envious and taking that like, oh, you all that in a bag of chips with some watermelon, some ice cream, and a big giant size cake with whatever on the side, that's your opportunity to teach, to guide, to lend something. How did you guys meet? You know what? I see you staring at us. I don't know if you know one of us. I don't know if it's out of disrespect. I don't know if you trying to disrespect my wife by trying to, stare at me. I don't know if you want my wife and trying to disrespect me. I don't know, because it's today's world. You got to deal with it all. But I don't know. I don't know what it is, but I don't know if you're curious about our relationship or whatever. A lot of people don't speak anymore. I remember back up in the day, the older generation used to come to us, sit down and be like, let me talk to you for a minute. You'd be like, who is this? And what we going to talk about? But they be schooling you. They be dropping knowledge on you, nuggets, giving them to you just free. Bow. There you go. Here, like a roll of dice. Take that. You understand what I'm saying? And we don't do that no more. We get so proud. I smell my cornbread. I smell my I'm cooking. I'm cooking. I can smell my cornbread. Anyway, we don't drop knowledge anymore. We don't speak anymore. But a lot of times when we go in a restaurant, I know when my husband and I, we go in a restaurant, a lot of times my husband and I, we kind of dress similar colors. You know what I'm saying? We kind of dress similar colors, so people, when we walk in, they automatically notice us. And some older generation or some people from other ethnicities, they talk to us. Well, how long y'all been married? Well, how long such and such and such? And how did y'all meet and such and such? And we gladly have conversations with them. We be like, this is how we met. I'm gonna tell you, I met my husband at the grocery store. That's how I met my husband. I didn't meet him on online dating, because even though I tried it, y'all, I was single, right? I was single. Everybody thought I was married. People thought I was in relationships, because I carried the wife spirit on me. That's how I was. I carried it on me. You knew I was something, but actually I was single. because I was preparing for my husband. Not everybody do that. I was reading a book, love and respect and all of this. You know, when the books came out, I was reading them. I was trying to like, okay, now I got to do something different because I don't want the same. I don't want the same kind of people that I keep going after. I don't want that. I don't want the same kind of people I keep allowing into my heart. I don't want that. Have you ever noticed when you move to even different states, you still be picking up the same people, but you swept down as them? Well, no, everybody who I meet, they do this, they do that. The common denominator is you because you're the same. You're not trying to change. You're not trying to, you study dealing with everybody the same. That's the problem why you keep picking up the same kind of people. That's what you're doing. I just wanted, if you didn't know, I just wanted to bring it to your attention. Anywho, that's what's going on. You're doing the same thing, so you picking up the same types of individual. It doesn't make them bad. It's just that they're not a fit for you. You understand? They may be a fit for somebody else. Because you be like, y'all wonder why. Well, I'm gonna come back to that. I had a good one. You wonder why. Well, dang, everybody who I meet is like this and like that and doing this and doing that. And they ain't about nothing. No, no, no. Let go of some of your bad habits. Let go of some of the things that you do or that you say, or the kind of people that you hang around, or some of the places that you go. You want somebody to be interested in you? How about this? Do something that you enjoy doing. You like jazz music. Why don't you take yourself to a jazz thing? Just chill. You like arts. You like looking at pictures and stuff. Why don't you go look at some pictures? Because you know what? The person that you like may be interested in the same thing that you're interested in. You think? Can I just say that? It just so happened that my husband was interested in the same thing that I was interested in. And that's how I met my husband. You know what we were both interested in? Eating, because I met him at the grocery store. Oh, snaps. We were both at the grocery store. I was looking for parking and I couldn't find parking. And I had just had the day off. I wasn't even supposed to be in town, y'all. I drove tour buses. I wasn't supposed to be in town. I finished the tour early and they were like, okay, you can go home. I'm like, cool, babes. And that's what it does, baby. So I went to the store. I wanted some rotisserie chicken, some Hawaiian bread, and some wine. When I got there, it was packed. The parking, I couldn't find it. And when I was like driving around trying to find a parking space, boom, I see this dude. I'm like, y'all, I couldn't stop staring at him. And he was staring back. And I was like, Debbie, stop staring at this man. I was like, "Ooh, snap out of it." I'm so sorry. So I kept, driving around. That's when he was going in. When he came out, I was still trying to find a parking space. You understand what I'm saying? And so he was like, we staring at each other again. He's like, pull this car over. And he like, pull the car over. Somehow I found a parking spot at that time. I'm not gonna go into too much detail, but that's how we got started. You know what I'm saying? Now, another thing is, I'm gonna bring my husband on here one time so we can talk. But he didn't come with his stuff cleaned up. I came with my stuff cleaned up, but he didn't. He didn't. So we learned a lesson. Like when we're talking to people about relationship, we're gonna tell people that, listen, clean up your mess. Because what you don't want is somebody that you meet, a brand new person you interested in, and then all of a sudden they got all this crap going on. It's a difference when you're dating someone. What you say? Hi, Erica. Boom. Let me see what you said. You said, anything about narcissistic relationship is kind of ruin my trust and relationship. I think I'd rather be single for the rest of my life. I'm stress free and out of bondage. Erica, do I know anything about narcissistic relationships? Of course I do. You know why? I learned firsthand. Let me tell you, I'll share this with you. Um, After me being married at a very young age, I was married for like 20 plus years. So I know how to be a loyal, trustworthy, I know how to be all that to my husband, now. Okay. Now I have went through some traumas. If you read the other videos, the first video, you guys have realized the kind of trauma I went through within 2 years. I'm not gonna go into details because I'm trying to keep y'all focused on where I'm going. Okay. Anywho, I met this guy. I don't even like to really speak about him a lot because I think he was you know how people, y'all hold on, my cornbread really does smell like it's burning. So give me a moment. I don't want my cornbread to burn. You is Prince. Hey, yes, baby. Ooh, my God. In that order. Ooh, you is crazy. Okay. Okay, here I come, you guys. Here I am. Okay, sorry about that. I'm cooking. I am cooking. I know y'all finna ask me what am I cooking. I felt like I was living with girl, honey. I'm with you. Hold on, here I come. Here I come. I'm coming, Erica. I'm coming. So I got into the relationship with this guy. And because of the fact, now some of the things, like I said, that's why I had to learn to do things differently than what I did before. So I was used to being in a relationship for a long amount of years, right? So basically, I felt like I was a woman that was put on a shelf as fine wine in this relationship that I had been with in 20 something years, right? That's how I felt. I came out looking like a whole different person, y'all. I'm not even serious. I'm not even playing. I'm serious. So I met this guy. I like to call him a. I know his life has changed. Now, I don't know if his life has changed. I hope and pray his life has changed. But sometimes the enemy will send you people in sheep clothing. Y'all know that saying. Y'all heard that before? So I kind of thought that this was the person I was supposed to be with for the rest of my life. Y'all, let me tell you the lesson I learned here. This person, and this is what you got to be careful with too, found out you watch me because people watch you when you first get in relationships, right? They watch you. They want to know how you maneuver, what time you go to work, what time you get off work, because that way they know when to call you and this and that and the other. They want to know what you like, what you don't like, how you move, how you do this, how you do that. You think it's endearing. You think like, oh, they care about me. That wasn't my case because this man became to be my stalker in the beginning and I didn't recognize the signs. I did not, I saw them, didn't want to acknowledge them. Let's say it like that. I saw the signs, and we is all we do. We see the signs and we don't want to take heed to them. Okay, we see the red signs. Can we go there? We don't want to listen to ourselves. We don't want to be like our intuitions are telling us that we don't want to, our intuition is telling us that, hey, knock, 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 there's something wrong here. I don't think you're supposed to be right here at this time. Anywho, this person found out what time I went to work, what time I got off work. I worked 2 jobs. I was driving a school bus and I was also driving charter buses, which I was doing tours. When I found some signs and I was like, let me get up out of here. I don't want to be with this person. You know why? Because this person beat me. You hear me? This person beat me. And I removed myself from the relationship. Y'all know what happened and y'all know what I'm going to say. Y'all already know because y'all are smart and intelligent individuals. But humor me anyway. I had to learn. Okay. I had to learn what a lesson I learned in that relationship. It made me a better person in who I am right now. And my husband is like who I'm with right now. Can I do it again? Anywho, when I tried to leave from this person's person, he went to my job. He knew what school bus I drove, the number of it, and everything. He paid close attention because when you get in relationships, people get quiet and they watch you. They can either use that for you or against you. In my case, it got used against me. I went to the job, and matter of fact, one of the people that I used to work with still follow me today. I think he's one of my friends, and I think he's like watching. Is she happy? Is everything okay? He's been like. But anyway, I went to the job when I'm trying to leave this person, and I didn't know that my friend that was there, that works at the job, that he was like, you had to check the bus early. It was dark time, right? I go there. There's a note on my steering wheel of my bus. This man had went to the job, put a note on the steering wheel of the bus, talking about how sorry he was, and this and that and the other, and all this stuff. Y'all know what we do? We be like, no, we not dealing with that person because this is a big, huge red flag. Yes, Erica. Yes, we ignore the flags. Yes, we do. But even though I tried to ignore, guess who jumped in there to try to continue to keep us together? You'll never believe. You'll never believe. You'll never believe. The mother. I stopped talking to the guy. The mother started calling me. The mother. The mother started calling me and was like, he's so sorry, he's crying, he's this, he's that. Y'all know when they have that person that call you to try to help put the relationship together. That's called hovering. Yeah, listen, did I listen to me? I was in a relationship for 20 plus years, so I didn't know what was going on out here in the dating field. I didn't understand the dating field was different from when before I got married. That and then to that, I didn't know what was going on out here. I didn't know I didn't understand it. So it took me a while. I finally decided to, okay, I'm going to meet with this person, right? So what did I do? I met with the person. Why? Because the mother kept calling me. I tried to ignore the mother's call. You was in it for 10 years. You know what? I even married this man. I married this man, and this man beat me for 2.5 years. It took me a long time to get out of that situation. It took me, I mean, the black eyes, the bloodshot eyes, the wearing the glasses. And when I'm driving school buses, I got to make sure that the kids don't see that under these glasses is black eyes, swollen eyes. I got to be the word, nose all big, lip busted. When I tell you, I used to just pass out. I didn't understand any of this. But one thing I do know for certain, God kept asking me, do you trust me? Do you trust me? And even when I had just got a beating, I'm like, God, yes, I trust you with my whole life. I didn't know. I was like, God, even if you was to take me out this world, I still trust you. Or even you get me through this, I trust you. I just kept keeping because that's my foundation. I was raised up in church. Am I perfect? No. I told you I would make a mistake in 5.2 seconds and probably cuss you out. I'm not perfect. But I still have a foundation because I was grounded and rooted in having my relationship with God, not being religious. There's a difference between being religious and having a relationship with God. I've always maintained my relationship with God. You understand? So people kept telling me, you need to get out of this relationship. You need to do woo, 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 woo. I wouldn't listen. The mama used to call me 20, 30 times a day. Do y'all understand me? I gained a rapport with her. You understand what I'm saying? I'm going somewhere with that. So keep in touch with me right there, right? So here's the thing. The mother moved out of state with her husband, her husband. But every time I wanted to leave the person because I was being beaten, let me tell y'all, when this is my testimony, right? You're part of my testimony. When I needed napkins, when we women's come on our womanly thing, and I say to this man, I need napkins or I need tissues. Do you know what this man would do? And I ain't saying all the time, but I never forget this one time what this man did. He went to the restaurant that was right next to or where we lived and went in there and grabbed some napkins off the table and brought them to me while he had money in his pocket. You hear me? You hear me? When I tell you every time I wanted to leave, I couldn't leave because I heard the tears. I heard the I can't live without you. I'ma kill myself. I heard the let me take you out to eat. Let me do this. Let me do that. I heard all of that. All of it. All of it. I tried my best because the reason why I stayed in the first relationship for 20 plus years, like I said, I was raised up in the church. I was thinking like I could not get out of that relationship because I'm in that relationship for life because you're not supposed to divorce. But in the Bible, even in the Word of God, it tells you there are reasons that you can seek a divorce out. You can seek separation. It's there. I saw counseling in the first one, and I was like, I found the where I could get up out of it. We unequally yoked. I was unequally yoked with especially with the second guy. Irreconcilable differences, everything, like everything. Everything. It took me 2.5 years. What did you say, Jennifer? Hi. You say, I love your channel. Sorry for what you had to go through. Honey, you know what? I'm not sorry because God's brings us, when God brings us to a situation, God can bring us through the situation and God can bring us past the situation. Had I not gone through what I'd have gone through, I'd have not became Miss Glendale Plus, the plus size. Miss Glendale Plus America 2017, with my platform being domestic violence awareness. And I would not be able to share with you guys what I done been through so that you can learn, so we can sharpen each other. Because maybe y'all know somebody that's going through it and ain't saying nothing. They don't know how to handle it. Look at me now, baby. Would you just look at me? Look at me. Look what God did for me. Look at me. Look at it. Take your time. Look at it. Look at it. I'm a character, y'all are like, I'm a character. I have a beautiful husband right now, and I'm gonna get to my husband. I'm gonna get to my husband because boom, you know what I'm saying? You got to do things. Yes, Lord, iron sharpens iron, and in that order. And in that order, because a lot of people are dating out here and don't even know. They don't know. So how would you all know what I done been through if I hadn't gone through it and I shared it? God asked me, I told y'all. God said, "Do you trust me?" I said, "God, with my everything." I remember one time, and I shared this one because this one was powerful right here. Oh my God, this one was powerful. Y'all, I used to perm my hair on the regular, slick. I mean, my hair just slick. You heard me? I had just permed my hair that day. I had just bought some glue. You hear me? Bought some tracks. You hear me? My stuff was slick, laid, so I can go to work the next day. Do you hear me? You understand me? This man was gone. I used to pray to God every single day. Lord, please, God, when this man be gone. You know how when your man gone, you want to go look for him, hunt him down, find out what's going on, such blah, blah, blah. This man was gone. I was like, Lord, I can finally sleep. Father God, in Jesus' name. Lord, let me sleep, Father. Let me sleep. Just let me sleep before this man get in here. I used to pray to go to sleep at night. And this is real facts. I'm sharing with y'all. Well, I ain't even shared on Facebook, but I got Facebook watching me too. But I'm sharing with y'all some things that a lot of people don't even know because I don't want to see nobody. I don't want nobody to go through what I went through. I'm gonna share my little piece, and maybe somebody can get help through that. But anyway, check this out. I just did my hair. My hair. You hear me? Y'all, I know how to say hair, but I just did my hair. You hear me? I was like, yes, this man was gone. Do y'all know that this man walked in the house while I was asleep, grabbed me by my hair, snatched me out the bed with my hair? I could hear the tracks going. You know how you feel that? I could hear that my hair coming off my head. I had just put a perm. Y'all know when you put a perm in your hair is so fine that anything will just, man. After he yanked me out of the bed, took me and was like taking my head and was just like going like this. And I was like, all I kept screaming was, I'm a woman. I'm a woman. That's all I kept screaming and crying. Do y'all know this man got the punching me and everything? I don't even know what it's for because this man used to drink a lot. This man using, I ain't talking about no cakes, baby. You know, the 24 pack? No, honey. There was had to be 2 to 3 of those. He was getting lit, 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 lit. You hear me? He dragged me in the bathroom. Now he's beating me. I got blood coming down me. You hear me? I got blood coming down me. You know what he did? Cut the water on in the shower. He cut the water on in the shower, stood me the shower curtain. I'm trying to grab it because I can't even stand up. This man dragged me in there. I'm trying to grab the shower curtain fall. He puts me in the shower, grab the soap, and just wipes it all over my face. So you know, if you take your hand and you go wiping like this, your eyes is opening and closing, because that's all. Man, when I tell y'all when that soap went in my eye, when I tell y'all that my eyes was burning, I couldn't see, I'm screaming. I'm jumping up and down once he got me out the tub on the floor to try to get the neighbors to like call the police, but the neighbors done heard it so many times of this person beating me. You hear me? When he went out the door, there was 2 ways to get into the bathroom. This door and this door. This door right here led to the bedroom. This door right here led to you can go out this door and there's the front door right there and there's a living room, kitchen, whatever. Just the apartment kind of went around in a circle. You understand? Would you say? Thanks for the positive vibe. Oh, you're welcome. Thank y'all for joining my channel because you don't have to. I mean, y'all, there's a lot of people doing a lot of different things, you know, and each one of our characters and personalities are different. Y'all are getting introduced to minds. How can she smile? Because of God, and in that order. But anywho, he went out the door. When he went out the door, I locked that door, ran to the other one, locked that door, sat on the floor, and I cried and I was praying. And even at that time, God was like, do you trust me? I said, yes, Lord, with my everything. I kept saying that. I had people from all walks of life to try to help me to get out of this relationship. My personal family got so tired of seeing it, they were like, I don't want to be around it. And this is the advice that I get to people to say that does that. If you can, be around that person as much as possible, because what it does is when you remove yourself, it gives that other person power over that person that they're abusing. Like, don't nobody want you, don't nobody care about you. You see, you giving them extra ammunition to talk and beat up on that person. Now, I do know that there are times when you can't be there because that person then dogged you out, because when they run to you for advice and they telling you what's going on, you give them the advice, then all of a sudden they done turned on you. Most times they do in relationship, just flipped on you. You feel what I'm saying? So then it's kind of hard, but then you got to keep praying over that person. You know what I'm saying? If it gets so hard to you step back, you got to pray that God continue to intervene and have people to come there. Because let me tell y'all, the police department here, they knew exactly who I was every time I went in there and got them restraining orders. And I say them because I lost count of how many of them I had. Because I kept letting that person back in. The judge knew me. You hear me? Knew me. When every time I walk in there with my black eye and I can't see it, I'll be like, I want restraining order. All that. Knew me, knew exactly. Matter of fact, on one of my channels, the officer, when you walk into the court, that's there is on my channel. And that's real talk. Cause they're kind of like people they got to know me and they're like, wow, how could this person be beaten like that? You know what I'm saying? With personality. Sometimes we link up with people, y'all, even in this dating things, we link up with people that we're not supposed to be with. Because we keep going after the same type of people. That person is not for you. You got to find a different person to be with, do things differently. Understand where I'm going with that? You got to learn how to do things differently, okay? So anyhow, y'all, I finally got the nerves. To get up out of there. You want to know how I got up out of the situation? You want to know what made me be like, enough's enough? You want to know what that was? It was a few things. It really was. It was a few things. Now, like I said, the mother used to call me all the time. She used to call me like 20, 30 times a day. I had got a rapport with her. I didn't realize that this is how my relationship was supposed to go. I wasn't supposed to get with the son. Sometimes God will bring people in your relationship and you think you're supposed to be with them. But actually, it's somebody connected to that you're supposed to connect to that person. So this one I found out, y'all, I wasn't supposed to be with that person. I was supposed to connect to the mother. Okay. Now, mind you, now y'all see this smile. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. You see this smile? You see a little half, you see a little half dimple right there? My son used to have one right here. Now, when my son was 20 years old, he was decapitated by a train. Don't you look at me no different. I need you to remember my smile. You see that? I'm telling you where God has brought me to, through, and where I'm headed. I'm telling y'all what God has done in my life. Okay, I don't know about nobody else. This is some real stuff. When I come on here and talk, I'm talking that real. You understand? Don't judge me. Don't you dare have a tear in your face. I need you to remember this smile, just like that. You understand? Because I'm not where I used to. I'm not where I've been. I'm going somewhere. You understand what I'm saying? I'm going somewhere. You hear me? No, I'm not a preacher. I am not. I am just Debbie. I am just me. But anywho, uh, my son decapitated by a train at the age of 20. Now, this mother, you know what she confided in me? That she didn't confide in nobody else. She said, I am dying. She said, but I want to tell you something. And at this time, I was getting like fed up because you know what? I had let my jobs go for this man because I couldn't do nothing with this man. This man had, I bought a bike. I even let my car go. Let me tell you. Hold up, 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 hold up. Let me tell y'all this. Like I had a car, right? And I had picked it off the lot, right? Because the car lot let me pick out whatever car I wanted. I love SUVs. I picked out me a little nice little cute little SUV. You feel me? And this is what happened. This man used to take my car to go visit other women. You hear me? I had one of them tracker things on my car that the car lot had, so I called the car lot. I said, "Look, I'm gonna need you to go get that car." They said, "But you ain't behind in the payment." I said, "I'm gonna need you to go get that car." They said, "But you ain't about to pay." I said, "I'm gonna need you to go pick up that car. I come back and get the car later on, but I'm gonna need you to go get this car like right now. Go get the car, like real talk. Where's the car? The car is where? Go get that car." They went and got the car. You know what I mean? Go get that car. I didn't let my jobs go, me driving tour buses, me driving school buses. I didn't let my jobs go. Now I'm trying to help him. What he doing? Lawn mowing yards. I say, oh God, I married this man. I gotta do what I gotta do, help this man, because you know why? We are their helpmates. We can have more, make more money than them. We can do whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? But it still don't take away from you being a helpmate, because that's who God say that we are. We are their helpmates. You understand what I'm saying? Men, don't be getting upset either. If your woman do make more money than you or your partner or whatever, don't do that. Y'all are together as a team, so y'all supposed to build together, right? That's how y'all supposed to be. So y'all can sit back and tell y'all testimony and be like, look, we came from the bottom, now we here. This is what we went through, and this is how we done did it. And in that order, I'm such a character. I'm such a character. But anywho, so I had a dog named Zeke. You know what I mean? To me, that he was my dog was my you know how when they say they give you pets to help you heal through stuff? Well, that's what Zeke was to me. You know what I'm saying? He loved me. I love him. I take Zeke everywhere. Just take pictures of him, whatever. I just love Zeke. You understand? So his mother calls me up and says, I am sick and I am dying, but I need to tell you something. I want to apologize to you. I say, for what? You know? And she said, because my son used to treat me and abusively. The man that she kept putting us together when I should have been gone, and kept calling me about this man that I ended up marrying that beat me for 2.5 years. She's telling me that he used to do her wrong and this and that and the other. She's telling me stories of things that's happened and this and that and the other. And she said, I put him off on you. I purposely did that. He don't know I did that, but this is what I did. And then I moved out of state. And when I saw the opportunity of him interested in somebody, this is what I did. I cried. I cried. I said, how could you do that when you know I lost a son? How could you do that to me? And she said, I was sick and I didn't know how to handle. She's, just breaking some stuff down to me. But she came clean to me. And with the heart that I have, I said to her, I'm sorry. I said, I forgive you. Because she kept apologizing to me. At this time, her kids didn't know that she was even sick. They didn't know she was dying or whatever. She didn't want me to tell nobody. I was there for her. So when she felt some kind of way, she would talk to me. She would call me up no matter what time it was. And I just was just there. You know what I mean? And then that's when I realized, oh God, I wasn't supposed to be with him. I was supposed to meet him to meet her. You know what I'm saying? Dang, how did I miss the signs? You know what I'm saying? But I was there. I spoke to her quite a bit before she went on. You know what I'm saying? And when she went on, he got worse. Oh my God. It was, you say narcissistic. Oh my God. It got worse. Windows broken out of the bedroom on the first level where everybody could walk past. Did the window get fixed? No, because this man didn't do what men are supposed to do. They're supposed to protect and cover and all of that stuff. We're supposed to feel secure with them. No, that wasn't done. Like there was, yes. That was not done. Look at my husband calling me. Y'all hold on a minute. I'm on the Facebook. Hold on. Oops. Hi, honey.
Look at you, got the hat on, got the shirt on.
Honey, I'm on the YouTube and I was on the Facebook. Can I call you back? I love you. Here, let me show y'all my husband. Let me see. Can y'all see my husband? He has to wear a mask because he's working, but that's my honey pot. Okay. Okay, honey, I'll call you in a minute. Okay. Oh, did it? I don't need it to try. I need it to resume. I'm gonna have to do Facebook. I think it's about to be cutting off. Come on, baby. Oh no. Oh, it cut. Okay. Anywho, I don't forget where I'm at, y'all. I'm with y'all. Y'all stay with me. This is wonderful. You say one. Ah, one day I'm gonna let you guys meet my honey. Thank you. You got to do different. You want different. You got to do different. Like real talk. I don't know why this thing is not. Okay, I'm gonna end that and I'm gonna come back on Facebook. I'm gonna post that and I'm gonna do this right here. Come back on live and there. Okay, had to bring Facebook back on. But anywho, so his mom passed. He snapped even more. And it was crazy. Like I said, I had the dog Zeke, and there was this old, I call her young lady, but her name was Mama Joe, right? Mama Joe, like, Mama Joe. She was this little old tiny Caucasian lady with white hair. You could tell, but back in her day, she was probably maybe a movie star or something, you know what I'm saying? And her and I had gained this connection to where we just would talk all the time, right? Well, Mama Joe was the only one I can hear to say that you need to get out of this relationship. You need to move on. You're going to die in this relationship. She was the only one I could hear. Now, so many people were telling me, that's my brother. let me turn the notification off on those things because I don't need those. Let's mute the sound and let's go back up. Okay, so Mama Joe used to always tell me that I needed to be safe because I was going to end up hurt, dead, or something in this relationship, right? I could hear her. Like I could hear her loud and clear. She had to be at least about 70, 80 years old, like for real. But I could hear her. You know what I'm saying? So this is what happened. I went over to Mama Joe's house one day. No, Mama Joe had called me and she said that it was the guy that I'm supposed to be married to that's beating the hell out of me. I mean, like if I had any hell in me to wrong anybody, that was beating the hell out of me. You understand what I'm saying? I'm joking, but it was real. You understand? Anywho, she said he's bringing the woman that he's been seeing over to the house and so forth, right? So I go over there, right? I go over there. Guess who I see? Him with this woman, right? So I see the woman. So he's inside of the house, but I see the woman, right? And she got this cup in her hand. I could tell like it's got to be alcohol or some stuff right there. And I say, you do know you fooling around with a married man because something in me said, wait a minute, she know not, so she don't know her wrong is wrong. She think this is normal because a lot of people ain't been taught the word. A lot of people didn't grow up in church. A lot of people they ain't been to church. They don't know what's in the book, right? Hi, Darlene. Thank you. So a lot of people don't know what's in the book. They can speculate. Oh, it didn't mean that you're supposed to be a good person. That's how they look at it, but they don't know the stories, the love stories, the warrior stories, the dreamers. They don't know nothing about the book, right? But anywho, right? So I go to step up to her and I say, you know, you fooling around with a married man, right? I figured I'd say it out loud that she know that I know what's going on. And if she didn't know the knowledge I was about to drop on her, she about to know now. I said, and when you're dealing with a married man, that makes you an adulteress. And that's one of the 10 commandments that thou shalt not commit adultery. And I just want you to know that you probably didn't know that, but I'm sharing it with you now. So now you're accountable. Now, at this point, I don't even want to be in a relationship, but I don't know how to get out of the relationship because every time we fight, see, one day, let me tell you what happened, right? This one I had enough. I met right before I met the woman, right? I can't leave out this detail because this when my strength kicked in, right? This strength kicked in, right? So one day, the window broken. There's no window there. Okay, I'm cooking, y'all. So that you see me, I can smell, I'm sniffing. Y'all, I'm cooking some pinto beans, cornbread, cabbage, some chicken. I'm making it some barbecue chicken. Something else I'm cooking. I think I'm cooking a potato salad. I just want to give my husband the itis tonight. I'm such a character. I'm such a character. But anyway. He working, he come home. I want to greet my husband and everything like that. Then I want to feed him, you know, and because we watch movies and we husband and wife, you know, we do grown folk things. Anywho, and I want him to get the itis and be like, and I gotta wake him up. Honey, let's go to bed. So anyway, but this day, y'all, this when God said, you know what? No, you delivered the message to this young lady. Oh, wait. I'm gonna come back to the young lady part. Anyway, this was the day, right? So I don't know about a lot of y'all, but I had Empower at the time. Empower with the electric company out here where I'm at. You had to pay as you go. So I had been beaten all night. Okay. I had been knocked out, passed out, and he wouldn't let me leave his side, right? And so when we got up the next day, the electric power went off, right? So he was going to put some electric on there and wanted me to go with him. Now, mind you, I had them to come get the car, so we have no car at this time. Because I was like, you know what? I'm already down at the bottom. I'm not gonna let somebody use the car that's in my name to go see another person just to cheat on me. I had to come get this car. They went and got it. Lights went out. So I was like, okay, this is your opportunity right here, Debbie. You've been up to this courthouse several times. You need to go get this restraining order and you need to be serious. Like, this is it. You can do this, right? Lights went out. I was like, he was like, you going with me? I was like, okay. I was like, I'm gonna ride my bike. So I went outside and I took the bike outside. He was like, where you going? He was watching my every move, my every step. I remember this day like it was yesterday. He was watching my every move, my every step, right? So I was like, I'm not going nowhere. I'm just riding in the circle. So I started riding my bike in the circle outside in the parking lot, just riding it in the circle, right? And I was picking up more momentum, right? It's going a little bit faster in the circle, right? He kept looking out the door and I'm steady just riding around in the circle. I picked up some more momentum and I shot and took off. I was trying to get up out of there, right? So I took off on the bike. He ran through the apartments trying to catch me and all this stuff like this. And I'm going, true story, this is my life. And I got out the apartments. I started just pedaling, man. I was pedaling. I had lost so much weight. I thought I was cute. My kids kept telling me, no, mama, you sickly weight loss. That's what that is. But I was gone. I was like gone on that bike. And then I was like, I turned around, I didn't see him. And so I thought I was straight. So I slowed down. I was headed to the courthouse, y'all, right? And all of a sudden, this little white truck pulled up alongside of me and it slowed down. I was like, what is that? He jumped out and he was coming for me and I was trying to take off. He caught the back of the bike and I was like tussling, right? So we on two lanes going this way. Wait, two lanes going this way, two lanes going this way street. So I pulled the bike in the middle of the lane. So we in the middle of the yellow. So you got two lanes going this way, you got the yellow lane, you got two lanes going this way. We're in the middle. I'm not letting go of my bike. He's trying to grab my bike because he's been taking my bike to this woman's house. One time when the bike came back, the bike was all smushed up like somebody just beat the hell out the bike. Like it looked like me when he beat me. But anyway, check this out. So I'm in the middle of the streets with the bike, right? And I'm like, I'm not letting go of this bike. I said, I'm going to scream. I'm going to cause attention. I was trying to do everything I can so that when people see this, that somebody going to call the police. Like this man is trying to hurt her, this and that and the other. I saw somebody doing it, calling. Pulled the car over. He walked the other way. I took off, y'all. I took off on that bike. I went to the courthouse. Y'all, that was the last time I went to the courthouse to get a restraining order. The judge told me, he said, when you going to get tired of this? When you going to get tired? I said, I'm tired now. He said, you look like you tired. I know you don't want to live like this. I know you got to be beautiful underneath there because I was beat the fuck up. And y'all got to excuse my cousin, but that's what it was. That was the worst of it. I wanted to, when I became a pageant queen for domestic violence awareness, I literally wanted to get the picture of that the courthouse had of me like beat up. I wanted to get that because the police came at one time and the police took pictures of me. I wanted to get that. I wanted to post it up. I wanted to show people like, look, if you don't get out of these type of relationship, this was going to happen to you. So anyway, y'all, this is real story. This is my life. I can't make this up. This is real. So I went down, I got the restraining order. Now brings it up to the person. Oh, yes, Eric, I did escape. Y'all see my smile. I know y'all in tune to this, and I appreciate you guys for joining me and listening to my story. I'm just hoping that I can help somebody else with my story so that you don't go through it. My smile is because I got God in my life, and I've come a long way. But at this time, I'm in it. Y'all see, I can repeat everything. You see that? My whole mind it just went right there, but I'm not traumatized by it anymore. I'm able to speak and help people like, look, this is what I went through. You don't want to go through this. Not this. But anyway, so bring it back up to date, right? He kissed the woman in front of me, right? So no, this is what he did. He came out and I was talking to him and so you're with this woman. I'm trying to get like as if I don't know the answer, but for some reason we do this to where we need to hear this person say what they need to say. You know you don't want to be in a relationship. You know you want to get up out of it. You know you tired of being beaten. You know you tired of being called names. I used to be called so many names, y'all. The apartment complex in which we lived, y'all, they were tired for me. You hear me? They were fed up. They watched this man scream, call me all kind of bees, everything. Like I said in the beginning of this, I'm a faithful, loyal, trustworthy person. I'm faithful, true and true. I'm one of them. I'm one of those. I'm a faithful, faithful woman. I'm loyal. I'm one of those. It's just in my blood. I can't be nothing else but who I am, and that's what I am. Now, while I was talking to him, do you know he said, shh, and he kissed her in front of me? And I looked at it and I went and got in the car. It was one of the best feelings I ever had. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Look, let me tell you why it was one of the best feelings ever. I was like, that's what I wanted. I got in the car. He said, I'm through a domestic violence in 2018. It's not fun. I was a narcissist for 9 years with a narcissist. I was with a girl. I was in this thing for 2.5 years. Now check it. Let me tell you why this was the best feeling ever. Because I got what I so-called needed out of the person's mouth. He didn't say it, but he kissed her directly in front of me. Let me tell you what I did. I got in the car. I hurry up and got my little chocolate self down to the Superior Court, filed my divorce. You hear me? You hear me? Sat at the courthouse, filed my divorce, like boom, 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 boom. Like I was on it. After that, the next day, and let me tell you, you said Erica, you said you was in it for 10 years. I went on that day when I've got the paperwork, got the copies filed, what I need to file. I have a friend of mine, right? Because I cut everybody off. I stopped doing community service work, meaning that I used to really be involved in different organizations and so forth like that. I stopped doing all of that because I was embarrassed of the type of relationship I was in. I didn't want people to know the relationship I was in. I didn't want people to see it. So a lot of times when you see your friends or family members missing, they don't want you to know what they're going through. They're embarrassed. They don't know how to get out of it, and they need your help, but they don't know how to say it. You know what I'm saying? They don't want you to look down upon them, right? So anyway, I filed the paperwork on my way home. I called a friend of mine. I said, hey, you still doing process serving? They said, yeah. I said, I'm gonna need you to serve these divorce papers. How much you charge? They said, whoop, whoop. I said, I got you. I'm gonna give you that whoop, whoop. As soon as I find out such and such and whoop, 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 whoop. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was on. Because I was like, okay. It was like something lifted up off of me. And I was like, this is it. This is the time. You need to go for this. So the next day, guess what? I waited and waited and waited for the opportunity to come. This man was walking across the park. He was going over to a place where I know. I called my friend, and my friend, like this is my brother. This is literally my brother. You know what I mean? Went to church with this dude. This is my brother. You know how you can have brothers and sisters, but God will connect you up with brothers and sisters that you feel like y'all was brothers and sisters at birth. This is really my brother. Nothing ever went on with us at all, period. This is my brother. He worked out, so he had the muscles, everything, right? So I was like, hey, can you get the woo 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 woo? He was like, yeah, I'm gonna get there. I was in the car. I was hitting on the street, watching the whole thing play out, right? Gave him the paperwork and everything. He saw him walking through the park, and he said, are you such and such and such? He said, yeah. He said, here you go. I want to give you these papers and such and such, right? And he was like, oh, you having sex with her? You know what he really said? You effing her? That's what he really said. But that wasn't going on. That wasn't the case. I ain't ever disrespect my brother like that, because I got to know his wife, his family, and so forth and like that. And plus, it wasn't like, no, like that's my brother. Like, you know when God give you brothers and sisters, y'all are just close because y'all just blood like that, but you not blood, but you blood like that, right? So he served him the paperwork. He told the paperwork, everything. I saw it all. I'm sitting in my car watching everything. Because you know why? I went back and got my job that I drove tour buses, started going out of town, stopped caring about what this man was doing, how he was doing it, who he was doing it with, and where he was doing it at. That didn't even bother me. You understand? So by this time, I had got my car. I was ready to roll. Now I'm straight. Now, you understand? So he served in the papers. Now, I had to do all the footwork after that because I had to continue contacting this person that I'm trying to divorce to get where he thought it was all a game. Wasn't a game. The final straw was after I did that, like you got to really go. Like he tried to hurt the dog. The dog stood with me through everything. And that I'm the type of person you can say what you want to say to me, but if you mess with one of my loved ones, it's on. I ain't got nothing else to say to you. That's it. It's on. because you didn't mess with somebody that I love now. Me, I could take a lot. I know how much I could take and this and that and the other. I don't really know how much I could take, but I could take a lot. You know what I mean? But anywho, so he got served the paperwork and everything else like that, divorce in the works and everything like that. I'm trying to live, start my life, you know what I'm saying? But I'm still in the apartment that I was with this person. You know why I stayed there a little while longer? And then, oh, the apartment complex. Once they found out I served a divorce, I went to the courthouse to get another restraining order, but they were like, wait a minute, no, you're divorcing. The divorce papers trump the order of protection. So I gave the judge my order of protection, and he was so proud of me. He said, now he can't mess with you at all. If he do, he this, whoa. You understand what I'm saying? Because the divorce papers trump the order of protection. So I'm smelling my food. Okay, I can hear it. Okay. I'm cooking. I'm cooking, y'all. I'll be in that kitchen like I'll be throwing down. I'm not a big girl for nothing. You understand? I know how to cook, and I cook for my husband. But anywho, so I'm in the apartment. Let me tell you, oh, the apartment complex. Now they had enough of this man calling me out my name, putting his hands on me and everything like that. That when he came to the house, I'm filing my divorce. He came to the house, and they were all about to jump on him. All of them. They all started speaking up on my behalf. They were trying to protect me, but once they like she let go, no, they wasn't having that. They became the apartment complex became my protectors. They started protecting me. People I didn't even know started protecting me, congratulating me for getting out of that relationship. Now I stayed there at that relationship because remember, I had to take care of me. So I'm hurt at this time. I'm hurt. My mind is jacked up. My heart is jacked up. My soul is jacked up. Everything jacked up. Now I got a friend of mine that's receiving a message that's working with some guy, fine brother as he is. He said, do you know any good women that I could talk to and blah, 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 and all this other kind of stuff and woo, woo, woo. She said, I do know one person, but she's trying to get out of the situation. She was like, okay, okay. Now keep that part, right? So after my divorce, I stayed in that apartment. I cried all my tears out. I wanted to make sure I clear all the junk off me. Now, mind you, I got married for 20 something years. So when I got out of that relationship, dated a little bit, didn't really understand the dating. That's when this guy came about, and I got in a relationship with this guy. You understand? So I really didn't know anything about how the people play the games and this and that and the other. I didn't know anything. I clinged on to somebody that I wasn't supposed to cling on to. Now you got to remember that. And then I ended up marrying this guy that beat me for 2.5 years, right? So now I'm feeling a little better. I didn't went and talked to the managers at the apartments. They happy that I didn't get out of the situation and so forth and so on. I say, hey, I'm looking for another place now. I think I'm ready now. Cause see, I never had my own place ever. I never in my life ever had my own place. I didn't even know what it feel like to have an apartment by myself. I didn't know anything. I never had my own because I got married young for 20 something years. Boom, got into a relationship with this person, and I never had. I don't know what the experience. Because it was raising kids. I know nothing. You feel me? Anywho, I talked to the manager and I cried all my tears out there. Then boom, I'm in my first apartment by myself. I'm in my first apartment. I'm waking up. I started buying new furniture because I didn't take nothing with me. I said, this time I'm going to do things differently. God, I know that my husband is out there. I just don't know who he is and where he's at. I don't even particularly count the second marriage. I normally, people ask me, you know, I'm really normally counting the first marriage because the second one, let me tell you, I think I got in that relationship because of my son's death. A couple of other things, major things, big, huge things that happened. And I think that I was so hurt that that's how I ended up letting this guy in to my life, which I shouldn't have. You know, and sometimes we make that mistake that we have so much. Do not cry, Jennifer. Jennifer, do not look at my smile. Do you see that? Don't discount this smile. You see me? God gave me that. Don't discount my smile. I'm only sharing parts and bits and parts of my testimony because that ain't even it. Let me tell you, this is what I ain't gonna go into the other part. But anywho, so I finally get my apartment, and I know God got my husband is out there. I just don't know where he is. You understand what I'm saying? So the furniture that I started purchasing and just buying out, I went to, you know, I can go to the renter centers places. Well, I started buying my stuff from there because they have unique stuff that I like. So I purchased I purchased a leather couch, and I purchased a leather Bluetooth recliner chair because I said, whoever the man is that God got for me, he gonna want to sit in a recliner chair. Oh, so funny. But this is what I started doing. I got two mirrors that's right here in front of me on my wall, right here. And I love the shape of them. And I have put them on the wall like this, one here and one here, like this, right? So that way I can look in this mirror whenever I need to, and he can look in this mirror whenever he needs to. I know what size my future husband was gonna be. I know none of that. You hear me? I ain't know none of it. But this is what I did, right? I had bought certain things, and then once I start purchasing stuff, I woke up, and then I went back and got my job. I went back and got the job driving tour buses. So I was barely in town. But before that even occurred though, and I'm in this new place, I woke up and I was like, thank you, God. And God say, do you trust me? I say, with my everything. With my everything. You hear me? I was like, with my everything. I was no longer being beaten. I was no longer waking up to big bloodshot eyes. I was no longer feeling unsafe, unsecure. I was no longer feeling all of that. So when I hear people say, and they be on the TikTok and everywhere, and they be talking about, give that man peace. That's what men want. Men want peace. Exactly. Men want peace, and women want security, baby. They want to know that you got them. They want to know that they can feel comfortable to love you without a shadow of a doubt, and open up every part of them to you without you judging them, beating them, using it against them. We want to know that you got us. We want to know that you could treat us like a queen, a woman, from day one all the way up to year 39. We want to know that you got us all the way through, that you continue to treat us like a woman. We can be your friend, your lover, your everything. We want to know that we secure around you. So while we giving you peace, give us security. In that order. Anywho. So when I woke up that day and looked around my little apartment, I had the only apartment that looked like it did, because God ordained that just for me. Y'all, I had that apartment looking like a hotel, because you know what? I spent a lot of time in a hotel. I'm on my own now. I cried out at the other apartment. Now, this apartment was about loving on me, not jumping in no relationship, just loving on me. Debbie, what do you like? What do you like to do? Where do you like to go? What do you like to eat? I had to start all over to learn how to love me. You hear me? Do you hear me? What you say, sweet and sassy? Yes, I missed some of the video. I'm going to make sure I go back and listen to the. You better, girl. Thank you. Welcome everybody that's watching. You welcome everybody. I'm only sharing bits in my testimony so you guys can get it. You know, things that I've been through. You understand what I'm saying? But let me tell you. So the second part of y'all is feeling good. I went and got y'all. Look, I went and got me, upgraded the car, got an Audi drop top. I was like, that's what I like. I ain't even lying. This is really God. I was like, God is my man, my father, my everything. God, we in this thing. We finna roll out together, and in that order. You feel me? This is how this is literally how it was, y'all. And when I say I had to learn how to love me and what I like, because I was traveling, taking people's on tours, I learned. I was taking the French. I was taking I was taking all different kind of culture of people. So I would eat at the restaurants that they would eat at. And I'd be like, well, let me try this. This is different. And I began to do that. And then when I take myself out to eat, no, you know what Debbie stepped up to? Let me tell you what. Let me tell you. Bam! 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 Let me tell you what I have stepped up to. I started going to nice restaurants by myself because you know why? I had to even learn how to eat by myself, to eat and enjoy my own company. You hear me? My own company. I started picking stuff off the menu. I didn't care how much it cost because I'm working now. I'm only working for me. I'm by myself. I'm barely at home. I'm driving tour buses. God is making a way, opening up doors for me. I want the most expensive thing off the menu. I don't care what it is. Bring it to me, croissants. I mean, I really wasn't like that, but that's how I felt on the inside. But it took me a minute to get there because I was like, can I have this right here? What is that? Can you explain what that is? I'm serious. I'm so serious, y'all. God started spoiling me. I started spoiling me. When I tell y'all, I didn't care if the meal cost $190. I wanted a glass of wine. I wanted to feel like an adult. I'm grown. I had to love on me. So what I want me to have, I want the man that God brings in my life to know what I like and what I want to have and how I want him to treat me. So I started treating me like a queen. God started treating me like a queen first, but I started treating me like a queen. I want the most expensive thing on the menu. I got so used to it because we stay at the hotels because I'm taking these people back and forth on tours and stuff. I got to get like I'd be like this. I go pick up the tour bus from the yard, bring it to the house overnight, get up in the morning, go where I gotta go meet these people a day early, maybe in California, wherever it is I had to drive to this bus, because the bus was then teaching me like you are your own captain, you the leader. They didn't put a $50,000 bus in your hands for you to go on a tour, and you on tour for like 15, 30 days. You're responsible for this. You are the leader. You're a leader. I started taking in everything around me that was happening. Every example God was giving to me, I started like taking it in. I'm like, right, I'm a leader. Like, I really started. You're right. They can't just come on my bus and mess up my bus and whoop, whoop, whoop. I got so confident. I let everybody get on the bus. I didn't say nothing when everybody would get on my bus. Different times to get on my bus, I just sit there on the bus. Then I go put the luggage underneath the bay of the bus. And then I come back and sit there on the bus. They like, you the driver. And I'll be like, yeah, I have my hats on, my hair, my makeup done, my earrings on. You understand what I'm saying? I had to dress for success. Look on me. You understand? And I just sat there and I watched everybody get on the bus and everything like that. Then when it came time before we took off, I said, hey, I just want to introduce myself. I'm you guys' driver. My name is Whoop, 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 Whoop. I want to welcome you guys to my bus. This is our home on wheels, baby. This is what this is right here. You see the trash in the back, you got a trash can. In the front, you got a trash bag. I have loaded trash bags on the bus, convenient for you guys. Please do not mess up my bus because I am not your maid. I am your bus driver. I love that to you from all people from across the world. I was one of them drivers in the Coachella. So if you ever been to the Coachella and you seen that black woman, beautiful black woman behind the wheel, that baby, that was me. I got the most tips out there. People began to love me when we would go to like Bryce Canyon and Grand Canyon and stuff like that. I had foreign people taking pictures of me because they thought I was so beautiful. And I'm even in some kind of magazines. I don't know, because photographers, I don't know who they are. They were taking pictures of me because in their country, they didn't have women drivers. And I'm out here, I'm rolling with the big dogs. What? I'm rolling with the big dogs. I'm serious. That's my heart attack. That's how God just blessed me and brought me up out of all of this. I ain't lying to you. This is really my life. I'm not kidding. Man, I started taking trips by myself for my birthday. I did this the first trip I ever took by myself, right? They got these vans that would take you to an excursion or whatever have you. So I was like, you know what? I want to go out of town. It's my birthday. I want to go. They got some jazz going on. I want to go to this hotel. I booked myself in a hotel. I took my time getting dressed, getting prepared. I took another bus over to where they had the jazz going on, and they had a restaurant connected up to it. With ooh, the food was just fabulous. You hear me? I took a book. I took a book because I'm reading now. You know they say you want to hide anything from anybody, put it in the book. So I was like, I was reading books left and right. So I got man. I went to the restaurant where I could see because outside they had this. The restaurant had an opening, and then the green grass was like all right there where everybody was walking, sitting, in the jazz playing and everything. And I sat in the back table where I could see everything, eating me a lobster because it was one of the most expensive meal on the thing with a glass of Chardonnay. You hear me? I never forget this day. This is my birthday. I'm like, I want all out for me. You know what I'm saying? Gave my daughter the car, left her with the car. I didn't want to drive. I didn't want to be responsible for anything. I said, here's the car, here's the keys to the car. You do whatever you do, and I'm doing me. So I'm there, and I'm really taking it all in. I didn't go with nobody. I had to literally learn how to love on me. I did not want to take any kind of trauma or a relationship that was bad to my new relationship because I knew God was going to bless me. I felt it in my gut, in the spirit. I felt it. God's going to bless me with somebody that loves me, know how to treat me, whoop, and all this other kind of stuff, right? Anywho, I'm in the restaurant and I'm enjoying it. And I mean, I sat there and ate for like 2, 3 hours. I sat there at the table because I was just enjoying peace. Like, wow, now this is how I live. I went from this to this. God, would you look at us? That's literally how it was. Like, yes, baby, God, would you come through? Don't come through, come all the way through. You hear me? I'm enjoying my life. They calling me, yeah, we got a trip, You want to go to time? I'm like, yeah. Let me get that guac cheese, dinero, guacamole, chip in the dip, and and then out of all of that, y'all, all that healing, relationships can be so complicated and something different. I said, God, now I want to date. So I started meeting. Now I didn't know the dating field back then. But I was like, God, where's my husband? You said I was gonna have a husband. Where is he? You hear me? Where's my husband? Because now I feel like I'm better. I took like 2 years to just like, you know, love on me. People thought I was married. People thought I was like, I had a relationship. People thought all of this about me. I'm a whole single person out there traveling by myself. So I was like, okay, what is it that I would want my man to know to so that I could tell he cared about me? I need, like, I'm traveling, so sometimes I can get over at the hotel for like 2 o'clock in the morning by myself on the bus with people, dropping them off so they can get loaded up, go find a parking space in the back where the buses are of the hotel, wherever they have us at. If I got to park it from the hotel, walk the streets, I need to know if this person cares about me. Did you make it to the hotel yet? Okay, I'm gonna stay on the phone with you till you get up to your hotel room. Okay, are you comfortable now? Like, I wanted that. I didn't want to be with somebody that did. That's how I could tell that somebody cared about me. If you wasn't doing that, if you wasn't trying to figure out what city, state, what time I get there, whatever, what time I'm done driving, and I drove like 7 or 8 hours or whatever. I'm out there 5 hours, whatever, how many hours I drove with these people. If you didn't care about me, you don't care about me. So you showing me signs. So I was like, God, I want different. I started looking different. I started acting different. I started looking for things differently. This is how I started. This is me. Like, wait a minute, no. This last relationship I was in, which I don't like, I don't want none of that. I don't want none of that. God, I'm gonna need better than that. You told me, you asked me if I trust you. I said yes. Let's get it. I'm such a character all by myself. So anyhow, I'm cooking. I'm smelling my food because you can smell when the food is like, I'm cooking. So anyway, so uh a lot of guys started being interested in me. You know what I'm saying? Here, this young chocolate little drop driving this big old bus. And then I get a lot of women that were like, every time they saw me behind the wheel, they be clapping. They could be at the bus stop or whatever, or riding down the street honking their horn like, yeah, because you know, I'm a black woman. I'm driving this big old bus. I'm responsible. And they would show how proud they were of me. And I'll be like, wow, this is cool. You know, thank you so much. Like, I really felt great. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, a lot of guys interested in me. The one thing I loved about certain individual guys was that they would tell the truth. They will be like, I'm not interested in a relationship at this time. However, I'm just trying to meet people. And a lot of times us women's is what you hear. I'm not interested in the relationship at this time, but once you get to know me, we're gonna be in a relationship. You and I gonna be in a relationship. I wrote a book about my and your domestic violence, and was in counseling for 2 years. Oh, you wanted to kill, girl. I wanted to kill myself too. There was times when in my first one that I in the middle of the night, I walk out in the middle of the street just for praying for a truck to hit me. And I'm not kidding. I came from all that to what you see today. You hear what I'm saying? So you don't ever give up. But a lot of times when a person tell you I'm not interested in a relationship at this time, I'm just trying to meet people, take it at face value. Don't run with it and think, oh, okay, when they meet me, I'm gonna be that person. Oh, this is my opportunity to give it that person. No, they ain't ready. They sitting there, they're telling you. So remember back to the first conversation you had with them. I'm not interested in it. It was your choice whether you wanted to get to know that person or not get to know that person. These are the things that we need to be listening to. So I really enjoyed when guys were saying, wow, you are so cute, but I don't want to be in a relationship right now. I'd be like, okay, that's cool. I took it at face value. I ain't pushing myself on nobody because I don't know y'all, and I ain't trying to be beaten, and I ain't trying to be lied to, and I ain't trying to be cheated on, and I ain't trying to do none of that. I hear what you're saying, and that's real. Keep it like that. That's real. I like those that will be. I love honesty because you know what? Let me tell you something. When you tell somebody that you're not interested in being in a relationship with them, that honesty is like makes them more attractive. That could be your friend. That could be somebody. I had people schooling me on relationships. I had men around me like, who you on the phone with? I could be at work. I got a brother of mine. Oh my God. He don't know I'm talking about it right now. Big dude. He walked me down the aisle. You hear me? Every time he saw I was on the bus and talking to somebody, who is that you on the phone with? Come bust in on my bus while I'm on the phone with them. And tell me about this person. Nope, that ain't him. It ain't for him. Nope. I lie not to you. Every person that I told him about, he did not like them until he met my husband. When he met my husband, he was like, mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. He even walked me down the aisle. So sometimes you got those people in your life that would just want the best for you, and they gonna just help you through it. They gonna walk you through it. And he married. Hold on, y'all. I gotta go check my food. Okay, I want my food to burn. Okay, just give me a moment. Ooh, yes, baby. Did you come through? Did you come through? Yes, honey, you look too good to me. Oh my God. Mm, 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 mm. Oh my God, that's good. Oh my God, that's good. Yes, Lord. Sorry, y'all. I just tasted my food. It's so good. Hold on. So thank y'all for waiting. I appreciate y'all so much. That's awesome. But anyway, where did I leave off at? Um, so they thought I was married, right? And when my friend found out, I introduced him to my future husband. And he right away knew, like, okay, yeah, this is him. Okay, okay. So he sat back and watched everything. He sat back and watched. Even if we had a disagreement in our in us getting to know one another in our engagement or whatever, he wasn't giving me the advice that he was giving me with the other guys. You need to leave that guy. He was like giving me advice, like, well, in relationships such as blah 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 blah. I was like, okay, okay. I got praying, Lord, is this him? Lord, is this him? He's a handsome, but is this him? Like, is this him? Let me tell y'all a little bit about my husband. And I'm gonna have my husband come on here one day and chop it up with me. I don't open doors. If my husband was standing beside me, I do not open doors. I don't open doors. Not unless I done got upset and I'm trying to be too spoiled, then I'll open up a door. When I walk down the stairs, I do not walk down the stairs without my husband holding my hand. When we in the car, he's holding my hand, I'm holding his. We couples, normally you can't see them, but they're like this in the car. This is us all the time. At first, I was like, nope, we mad at each other. I don't want you to touch me. Blah, blah, blah. Nope, he wasn't having that. The opposite of the man that I was with, which I believe that the enemy tried to put blindfolds on me. That's why I was in a relationship where I was being beaten. Now I'm in a relationship where I'm being loved. When we get out of the car, when he gets out of the car, he comes around. He say quickly, don't open up that door. Don't you bet not open up that door. I don't open up that door. He comes around. He opens the door for me. He takes my hand and help me out the car. He closed the door. If we going inside of we in a parking lot, we going inside somewhere. If a car is coming this way, he gets on this side. He goes in back of me and gets on this side of me. If a car, and after he does that and the car is coming that way, he goes in back of me. He gets on this side of me. I don't live anything how I used to live. And I mean just him and I in a relationship. And here's the tripped out part. I'm a loud person, y'all. I done radio. I'm used to a mic. Give me a microphone. Give me a microphone. I'm used to a mic and ears. I'm so crazy. I'm funny to my own self, but I'm used to a microphone. You understand? I had a whole radio show. I'm used to this stuff. So, a radio. So I'm loud. I'm like, God, the man, whoever that you got for me, he got to be uniquely designed for me. Y'all know. Okay, so my husband had come together with me all clamped up. Clamped. He wasn't clamped up. He wasn't cleaned up. He didn't clean up all his closet mess, y'all. He didn't clean it up. Whoo, Jesus, y'all. We done been through some stuff, but that's my honey pot right there. Let me tell you. Now, he had to clean up his stuff, but he had to clean up his stuff with me. Now, God had cleaned me up. You understand? Now, but we ain't all perfect. So I'm like, oh, man, God, I thought the cleanup was for me. So the cleanup was for me to deal with him so we both could be clean. I started asking all kinds of questions like, what is this? This and that. You told me. You got to be specific in your prayers. You understand what I'm saying? So, anywho, I even spoke to one of his exes that said this to me. Oh, he'll shut down on you. He don't talk to you. He this and that and the other. He this, and she's describing this guy that I don't know who that person is. I said, the person that you're describing to me, I don't know who that is, because that's not how this man acts with me. He talks more than I do. Do y'all know I've been on here an hour and 43 minutes and my mouth is still not tired of talking to y'all? My husband talks more than I do. He's funny. He's old school like me. You know, like he got his swag is like his swag matches my swag. You hear me? We learn from each other. Like I could be y'all. I'm gonna let y'all meet my husband one time. He's like, yes, we cute together. We cute together. And in that order. And is. But anyhow, this is what God has done to my life. So I'm like, wait a minute. You know what? I'm hearing about so many people in these relationships today. This is how we supposed to be. We supposed to be to share our story so that you get it, so that you can take bits and pieces, parts out of it that'll work for you, that won't work for you. Exactly how I started treating myself is exactly how my husband treats me. He treats me like a queen every single day. And is Jennifer, you're getting to know me. I'm such a character. This is why my smile is my smile, y'all. God gave this to me. Can't nobody on the face of this earth take this from me. Can't nobody take this from me. I don't care. I done been through hell and high water several times. Can't nobody take this from me. You hear me? So this is mine. This is mine. So my story is to help people, and that's what I'm trying to do. Like, we can watch a video and be like, y'all know what I seen? Whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. This is my opinion on this here and such and blah, blah, blah. And that's it. And it is. I'm such a character. But that's what it is. I'm telling y'all. So in relationships today, while y'all trying to and here's another thing. You say, what'd you say? I have a new word. Wait until my kids hear this one. Snaps. And in that order, check this out. Oh, snaps. I forgot the very important part that I wanted to say. It'll come back to me. But I'm telling y'all right now, in relationships, you have to love on you first. You really do. Give yourself some time to grow and love on you. Like, real talk. Love on you. Because when you love on you and you go through those steps and you take those steps, whoever you get with, and whether they did what they need to do or not, they gonna love you the more. Because you love, the way you love on yourself is the way they gonna love on you. And then add better to that. They gonna do better for that. And I'm trying to tell y'all right now, this stuff, this dating thing y'all got going on right now, some of y'all, not all y'all, because some of y'all know, y'all feel where I'm coming from. But some people out in the dating world, they like, oop, the world is open, let us act the fool. Y'all around here sleeping in and everybody, and y'all spreading the virus and this and that and the other. Y'all, we don't know what's going on out here, but y'all know that we were, listen, I don't know about y'all, right? When I was a little girl, I remember this right here. Y'all remember that little yellow book? Some of y'all don't remember the yellow book. The yellow book was the book that Jehovah's Witness, you know how the people, you remember how our parents and babysitters and all that taught us how to hate the Jehovah's Witnesses? Don't act like they didn't teach y'all how to hate the whole Jehovah's Witnesses. They told y'all to duck down, don't open up the door, don't make no noise. And every time the Jehovah's Witness came around, everybody ignored the Jehovah's Witnesses and treated them wrong and badly and all of that. And y'all were taught to hate them. Don't act like I'm the only one. I'm just keeping it real. Y'all know how I know? Because on one of my tours, guess who I had the pleasure of taking on tours? Jehovah's Witnesses have these tours. They have the United States tour, and then they have one out of the United States. Well, I was involved in the one with the United States, and I mean, there are a lot of Jehovah's Witnesses. Do y'all know? You said my mama not home. You know what I'm talking about. We did. We were taught to hate them. Y'all, let me tell y'all, I never forget this tour of doing Jehovah's Witnesses. I didn't even know it was Jehovah's Witnesses. Like, there was 25 buses that had to leave the state in which I'm in, right? And we had to get to Texas, right? So, that's a couple of days. So we had, stop at the hotel, get some sleep, get up, go, do whatever to get to Texas, right? And in that order, I love y'all. Anywho, check this out. So we get over to Texas. Now, they didn't tell me what kind of conference I'm going to. I have no idea what kind of conference I'm going to, right? So I get over to the hotel, get me something to eat at the restaurant, so forth and so on, get back up to the hotel room because I love to chill in the hotel room. I was the biggest nerd, y'all. I'm telling y'all, driving to a buses for a long time, I was always the nerd. This is why people thought I had somebody. Another reason, because every time we would get to whatever state we was in, I would purchase my food either at the even in Vegas. I've never even experienced Vegas to its fullness until I got married to my husband, who I'm married to now. Never. I hadn't. I would go to Vegas and do work in Vegas plenty of times, but never went to enjoy. All the other bus drivers would stayed in casinos because we had. That's where our rooms was booked in casinos. Would not go down and play the slots. I would not do any of that. Oh, they got a restaurant. Let me get my food and go upstairs. Literally how I was. I was the biggest nerd. So everybody thought I had some. So I was attracted to all of these men drivers was attracted to me. And even the people we pick up, because you know what? My hat matched every outfit that I was wearing. I had different hats or whatever. And look, this my husband had. So he matched my swag. He came in with some hats. I had some hats. I have multitudes of hats. I could wear his hat, my hats, and it works. But anywho, so I never really did anything in these places. So everybody thought I was like, I had somebody, didn't have anybody. I was single. I stayed to myself. Stayed to myself. And all that time that I was doing all that traveling, and now my husband, he works for the airline. So I travel with him and we go to different places. Now I can enjoy different places. Like even the places I've been to, and I'll be like, what? This is here? I've never been here before. Y'all, I've been tripping. I've been and took the people all to the same cities and states that I'm going to with my husband and have no idea that the places I was taking them, I either be sitting on a bus, taking a nap, going back to the hotel, never tried to enjoy any of this. And I'm glad I didn't, because I travel so much that I get to really enjoy these times with my husband. I can't say like, honey, well, when I had brought the people here, we went to what. No, I can't say nothing. God purposely ordained or did that thing for me. I enjoy being with my husband, chopping it up with my husband, laughing with him. And y'all see how I am? I said my husband is uniquely made, so both of us is kind of like this. But I'm gonna let y'all meet my husband one day. We're gonna come up here and chop it up with y'all. But seriously, but he's more like we. But anyhow, I'm not gonna talk about my husband like that anyway. But I'm such a character. I'm such a character. But anyway, but I wanted to say, like, in this dating field, y'all got to be extra careful. It ain't like it was when y'all remember when we lived. Remember way back in 2019. I know it wasn't that long ago, but you remember way back in 2019 before we went on punishment. Y'all remember how that was? All that stuff is different now out here. Y'all want to act like it ain't different, baby. It's different. There's a whole nother level out here. Y'all got to be safe and careful out here. Y'all don't know who got the Rona. Y'all don't know who got the whatever else they got up out here. Y'all don't know that. What you say? She loved her husband. I and do. It says in that order. And do. I should post a picture of my husband. And dude, he's my best friend. I'm his best friend, like for real. Like it's fun when you meet somebody, and it makes life a lot easier when you meet somebody who is just for you. You know what I'm saying? That's not you have to, even if you guys are in relationships right now and y'all are fighting and arguing, y'all ain't getting along and this and any other, you got to go back to the basics, baby. That's what's going to stretch your relationship out in the long run. You really have to go back to the basics and remember, man, what did we used to do? What did I like about you? Because I can't stand you right now. But I'm serious. You gotta literally go back. You got to literally have some quiet time with just y'all two. Escape from everybody. It may be some people you might need to let go of because they're around you because they waiting on you to slip and fall so they can just right on in there. What they don't realize, like, it's not going to work because that person is not going to treat them how they treat you, and you're not going to treat that person how it ain't going to work. But you got to go back to the basics. You really do. In times like this, we don't know what they doing out here in this world. People want serious relationship. Look, I know everybody out to get the bag, but baby, it say the love of money is the root of is the evil part. You know what I mean? You can make your guap cheese, dinero, guacamole, chip in the dip, your money, your moolah, your scratch, your skrilla. You know what I'm saying? I need to put that on a shirt. I've been saying that for years. Like I'm such a character. But I'm saying though, you can make it the bag, but you also you gotta, you know. Let me explain something to you. Listen, don't y'all know that some of the richest people are the loneliest people? They did everything they can to get that money, get all the way at the top. You hear about their success, but do you hear about the love? I mean, the real love. Do you hear about any of that? No, you don't, because they don't have it. So while you're trying to secure your stuff, everything that you have going on, leave your heart open for some love and to give love. Because I know a lot of y'all saying y'all single, you like you want to be single, but I know if the right person came along to love on y'all like you deserve to be loved. And my husband and I, we're not perfect, y'all. We go through some stuff too, but we. I don't have the kind of husband here. This I was going to say earlier. If you have a problem, don't run out on your problem. Don't be like, oh, we arguing right now. I'm getting the keys. I'm getting the car and I'm running out. Do you know my husband and I don't do that? I get upset when he want to sleep in the other room. He don't grab the keys and be like, I'm out of here. I'm going to, you need a breather. I need a breather. No, because when you're in a relationship, you got to work that thing out. You literally have to work that thing out. And all the both of you just need to do is one thing. You want to know what that is? Shh. Be quiet. Shut up. Caliente. I'm trying to think of different words to tell you that you need to not say anything. So, I mean, you feel where I'm coming from, though, right? You got to be quiet. You got to be quiet, and it takes practice. Let me tell y'all, because y'all know some of us want to get what we got to say out in that order. Everything we need to get it out like that. But you got to work on that stuff. You got to stop running from each other, because you know what? This is what you're doing. You adding fuel to the fire. Because if y'all are arguing and y'all arguing about whatever y'all arguing about, this is what's going on. Oh, you going to go cheat on me and this and that, and you could be just going to sit in a car somewhere in a parking lot next door. But they don't know that, because y'all haven't established that greatness between y'all to be like, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do that. I love you. We in this for the long haul. This is what we about. This is what we doing. Even in relationships, in the beginning of relationship, of y'all getting to know each other, it's even like that still. You still like, well, I'm gonna go do this, and then you go and be with somebody else. You keep that what you keep quiet will come out in that what's in the dark will come out in the light later on, and you're not gonna like how God bring that out. You're not going to like it, because it's not gonna come out how you think and expect it to come out. So you got to put yourself in another person's shoes. Do I want to be treated like this? Is this fair? Men, y'all know that if y'all get y'all a woman and the way y'all be acting, y'all know good and well, you ain't gonna want that woman acting like you. Get it together. Get it together. What you say? I'm so glad that you are happy with your husband. You so funny. I love it. Ah, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You see, I had the several trials, like, oh, honey, and let me tell you, like I tell y'all, look, I'm spoiled. My husband's spoiled. When my husband first came to me, you know what his lunch used to be? Peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I said, that's all you want for lunch is peanut butter and jelly? So I was like, he was happy with them peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. So I was making him peanut butter and jelly sandwich. And I was like, oh, do I want my king eating peanut butter and jelly sandwich? I was like, let me just make him a sandwich. Not a sandwich, a sandwich. You understand? Not a sandwich, a sandwich. So you know what I started doing? Let me see. My daughter was calling me on the Facebook. I'm about to call her back. So let me tell you what I did. Y'all, let me tell you, I'm just saying how my husband say how I make his sandwich. I make him lavish sandwiches. Sandwich be this big every day for lunch. Every day I make him a sandwich like this. I'm putting all kind of stuff in there every day. You hear me? And then when he's upset, when we upset with each other, because like we best friends, y'all know best friends, they argue, sometimes they don't get along. Sometimes me and my husband don't get along all the time. Don't stop me from loving him, but we don't get along all the time, but check it. So if I'm upset with my husband and I gets up, come on now, daughter, I'm gonna get you in a minute. Um, if I'm upset, hold on just a second. If I'm upset with my husband sometimes, y'all know what I do to his sandwich? I will be honest with telling myself. So I make him a lavish sandwich about yay big, right? And I cut it down the middle, right? Put him 2 pickles on the top, right? Because maybe because he eat half sandwiches, right? So maybe he want to eat this sandwich with this pickle. He eat this sandwich with this pickle, right? So if I'm upset with my husband, let me tell you what I did the first time. This is what I did. I didn't cut it. When I tell y'all that me and my husband spoil each other, my husband came home like, you didn't cut my sandwich. Like, I was like, oh snap! I was like, that bother you that I didn't cut your sandwich? So I wore that out when we get into our little tit for tax things, right? He upset me one time. I made him a sandwich. He got to work. He opened it up. I took a big chunk out of that sandwich. I bit the mess out of that sandwich. He got to work. He had a bite in his sandwich and did. That's what I did. He called me from work. He called me and he was like, we weren't talking to each other, but this is what he did. Like these are little things that bothers us. Like, uh-uh. It goes deeper. It goes deeper. So our last little tit for tat we had for each other because we weren't talking to each other. I came in here. I made his sandwich so quick. You hear me? I made a sandwich so quick. You hear me? And did. He got to work, y'all. He was hungry for that salad. Now, mind you, what I cook, like I'm cooking tonight, so I cook home cooked meals, okay, for my husband. I really do. So I made him some. I made some pinto beans, cabbage, cornbread, barbecue chicken. I'm gonna make potato salad, but he don't really eat mayonnaise, but I do. But so I have to debate on that one. But anyway, anywho, so I went and talked to my husband, right? So the dinner, I make enough dinner for us to eat that night, and then him to have a bowl of it, a little small bowl of it, so he can have to work. So he have his sandwiches and his food. You know what I mean? Because he needs his energy. So and whatever snacks he whatever. And then so our last tit for tat, not tit for tat, what do you call it? Not tit for tat. Well, our last little, we upset with each other. What our upset is, what our upset is. We're upset. So I get in there and I make him a quick sandwich. Normally it takes me time because I got to pull out all of the ingredients of this making a sandwich on the table, plus the plate, plus the bowl and the knife to cut it. All I do, I made that sandwich so quick before he could even see it. He got to work, right? He was calling me. Did I answer the phone? No, I didn't answer the phone at all at that time. I mean, I answered it later because, it's my husband. So I want to make sure my husband's safe and okay and everything. But anyway, I knew what time he was going to eat that sandwich. Did I answer it? No, I didn't. No, I didn't. I didn't. And then you know what? We didn't talk about it till like 2 days later. Guess what kind of sandwich I had made my husband? Because I wasn't talking to my husband and I wanted to make the statement that I was in my feelings. I know some of y'all gonna say this is wrong, but I did. I made him a lettuce cheese sandwich. Nothing, 2 slices of bread, whole bunch of lettuce with a slice of cheese on there, and put a paper with a little note in the middle of the sandwich to say how I was expressing myself. And he went to work. He said he bit into it and was like, "What the?" See, that was funny to me because let me tell you what, we talked about it 2 days later, right? Because the next day when I made his sandwich, he picked up the ball and he was like, he was like, he said, I should have known something because my lavish sandwich was light. This is heavy. This is how my sandwich is. I said, how do you spoil over that sandwich? He's like, yeah, I was so mad. I was so mad. I had bit that sandwich. I was like, what the? So literally, y'all, I'm serious. I'm petty. I'm so petty. I'm not really petty, but I know what y'all gonna say. I'm petty. I'm not petty. I wasn't talking to my husband at the time. I want him to know. I said, "Did you read the letter?" He said, "No, I didn't read that letter. I threw the whole thing in the trash." And so we've been laughing about that ever since. So now he really like, first he got to the point to where when I didn't slice the sandwich, he would look up under the bowl to see if because he said he had to go. He's so spoiled. He had to go and get a plastic knife to slice his own sandwich. I love spoiling my husband. And I love the fact that my husband spoiled me. And I love the fact that little things like that is like he can laugh at, I can laugh at because it's funny. And then. But anyway, y'all, I told y'all I could talk. I've been on here for 2 hours. I want to thank you guys and welcome you guys to my channel, to this little world thing. Like I encourage you guys, take time out for yourself if you need to do that. Ain't nothing wrong with that because it's going to teach you how to love you more, love you better, so the next person can come along and you can love them better than you love anybody else. You don't have to compare. Y'all, I even cook better. I cook from the soul for my husband. I'm down in the gut of it. I'll be cooking for my husband. I'll be amazing myself. I'll be taking pictures. I even have pictures on our page, and you can go look over there too. But I have pictures of what I'll be cooking. Y'all, I'm gonna say this last thing. One day, so me and my husband like to go out to eat sometimes, right? And they be having, oh, you're welcome. They be having octopus. I know you ain't finna hang up right now. I said the word octopus made you want to stay. Anywho, they be having octopus at some of these restaurants, right? So I was like, let me taste this. This thing look ugly. Oh my God, it's gonna stick to the top of my mouth and it's gonna stretch over to my jaws. And I'm nervous to eat this octopus, right? But I just want to taste it. Like, why when we go places they got this octopus? Why is people cooking this octopus? So I bit it, it was kind of rubbery or whatever, right? And I was like, I want to make my husband one day. I want to make my husband a nice little meal, some mussels, shrimp, all kind of stuff in there, and octopus. I was in that kitchen, y'all. I was cooking. I added all my ingredients, had it nice. Oh my God. Just I taste that octopus, right? I cooked in my food, right? I was like, this is tender. This is nice. This is how I was to myself at home, right? I was like, this is good. Ooh, girl, the flavors on this. Ooh, wee. You gonna feed your husband this tonight. Yo, I said, honey, I made you something good tonight. I'm gonna surprise you. It's something. I was excited about this dish. You hear me? And in that order. Anyhow, let me tell y'all. My husband came home. I said, baby, come here for a minute. Came in the kitchen. I said, honey, close your eyes. I want you to taste my food, right? Close your eyes. I said, don't be peeking either. Don't be peeking, right? He didn't know what I made, right? So I took a spoonful, put it in his mouth. He's like, He's like, that's good, baby. I was like, thank you so much. Seasoned to perfection what I did to that stuff, y'all. I'm telling y'all right now, it was bomb, right? Fed my husband. My husband got the itis. He ate all his food, put him some on the side there for him to take to work with him for lunch. Had him take pictures. No, I didn't. Did I have him take pictures of that? I ain't having him take pictures that night. I have him take pictures the night after. Yeah. So anywho, because I be cooking. The way I be cooking, you think I'm cooking for a multitudes of people up in this here peasy, right? But I'm not. I'm just cooking for my husband and I. Anywho, right? So he go to work. He got his lunch and everything, got his lavish sandwich, got the meal from night before, right? And I started posting up pictures, right? I started posting up. No, he did take a picture. No, he didn't. No, I took the picture. I took the picture. I took the picture that night when I made our dishes, our dinner plates, right? So, and I posted them up and I said, y'all, this is what I made. Woo, woo, woo. And I said the ingredients in which I made, and I had the octopus sitting on the top of the bowl. I said, y'all, and my husband don't even know that he ate octopus last night. You know, when he found out when he was at work, he was like, he called me up. He said, honey, I said, yes, baby. Yes, honey. I thought in the post I put up, I said, and this is how my husband was finding out that he ate octopus. He said, "Baby, that was octopus." I said, "Yeah." This is after he ate the lunch at the job. He ate it at the job too, and he said, "What'd you say? How long was you single before you met your husband now?" Um, Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I'm gonna come back to this food thing, y'all, but I'm answering this question. Okay, you remember in the story earlier when I said that I had a girlfriend that worked with this guy, and he was like, do you have any friends that I can meet? Nice lady. And my friend said, yes, I do, but she's in a situation. Well, she was trying to tell him about me, and I was unaware of this until right before our wedding because she ended up being a part of our wedding. So she was trying to tell my husband about me before he got into the last relationship that he was in. I didn't know about him. She didn't tell me anything about him. She told me the story about because when you get married, getting married, everybody want to share all the wonderful things. And she's like, that's why I've been watching y'all ever since, just watching y'all love just bloom and this and that and the other. And I had no idea. So I had met my husband and oh, my battery is getting low. I'm gonna get off of here shortly, y'all. I had met my husband. I think I was let me see. Before we got maybe 3 years. Probably 3 years. Probably 3 years. I think it was 3 years. 3 years. She asked me, sweet and sassy asked me how long was I single before I met my husband. I think it was 3 years. Because remember, I took a year to stay a little extra in that apartment. So I think I was there for 6 months extra. Then I got my own apartment. I was there for 2 years. And then I think it was 3.5 years. Could have been 3.5 years when I met my husband. Could have been somewhere up in that area. Yeah. So because I had to learn how to date, I had to learn how to get rid of the emotional baggage, then love myself, and then date. And the dating was so complicated for me that I had told everybody, all my family and friends on Facebook, I said, look, I'm ready to date. So I am going to get on the dating apps because I think God need a little more help. And they were like, no, you need to wait on God. I said, I think God needs my help right now. So I was meeting all kind of people over there. I can't wait to call my friend so she can hear you, but I can leave. I may miss something. I can't. Oh, you can't leave. I'm gonna be off of here real briefly, but that's what that is. So yeah, I met him, but we didn't start. We got serious when I met him. We didn't get serious right away. We did not get serious right away because I was scared. I was really scared to date people and really scared to let people in because I didn't want to. I didn't want to be hurt. I didn't want to choose the wrong one. I just felt in me that God was going to bring somebody to me. That's how I ended up driving buses. I was driving my car. I was going to a concert that I was putting together in the community, and I was driving the car, and the car caught on fire, and people was as we were sitting in the car, people were driving past us and said, "Wow!" was screaming. They were screaming. They were like, "Ah!" I didn't know what they were saying. I was like, "What the heck? What are they saying?" And then this guy came out. He got out of the car. He went past me, got out of the car, came over to me with a fire extinguisher, and my car was on fire. So I had to call my assistant to come pick me up so I could still do the event that I had planned for the community to come out. And my car ended up getting left there, and I ended up riding the bus one day. And I looked at the driver I was getting on the bus, and I said, "I think I could do this." And he said, "You think you could do what?" I said, "I think I could drive this bus." He said, "Have you ever driven a bus before?" I said, "No, but something in me is telling me that I could drive this bus." And so I ended up, that's how I ended up driving buses. So, and then that led me to my career in driving buses and all that stuff like that. So that's what happened. But back to the story of yes, it is scary, especially today with the whole dating scene that's going on right now with everybody. Everybody got to be careful. Like, don't be so quick. Make sure the person matches your swag. You feel what I'm saying? Because you ain't for everybody. You're uniquely designed. You're an acquired taste, and that's how I felt I was too, and is. I'm different. I'm different. I'm just a normal person, but my swag level is like I'm different. I'm different. I'm not talking about my swag or my outward appearance or this and like that. I mean my character. You know what I mean? My personality is different. So you uniquely divinely made. And so you want somebody that can match you, y'all can communicate with, talk with, you know what, hang out with. And is but anywho, so my husband, when he found out, like on the internet, through the pictures, that he was eating octopus, he did was like, he was like, honey, I had got to thinking, this is what he telling me. Like, is this thing gonna stick to my mouth or what? I said, honey, I was thinking the same thing. I was traumatized too. I thought that thing was gonna wake up and then start, suction cupping itself to my mouth. But then he said like I told him, I said it was mind over matter. He got mind over matter out the way to where he can enjoy his meal. So we never really know what we like. My mama couldn't barely cook, and I thought I didn't like greens and mac and cheese. And I just figured out that she couldn't cook, and somebody had to cook it so I can enjoy it. So we never know what we like. Our taste buds in different things changes, but we have to give ourselves a chance so that we can love on each other. You know what I'm saying? You feel what I'm saying? If we love on each other and love ourselves, you know what I'm saying? So people know how to treat us. It ain't all about the nails, ladies. It ain't all about the hair, ladies, because we didn't see men that can look better than us in makeup and a wig. We didn't see people that look like who shot and done it, and I did Taxi. I need to go, like, because you didn't see their originality. So stop playing. Be with somebody, get to know who you are, because we all go through one time or another that dealt with. And the reason why this conversation came up, I'm gonna tell you why. How I ended up talking about this is because of the question that was asked: have I ever been with someone that was narcissistic? So that answer is yes, and I made it through. So if I did it, you can do it too. Now I am out of here, y'all. I told y'all I could talk. I've been talking for 2 hours and 18 minutes and 23 seconds. And it's still ticking. So I am out of here. Thank you guys for joining this chat. Thank you guys for staying. Thank you for your input. I'm gonna be back again. I don't know when. It's just when I feel compelled, I just come on here. But it's gonna be sooner than later. I'm gonna do more talks. And like I told somebody when in my first video that I posted up, they thought I was gonna be like this. You got to give people a chance, an opportunity. Oh, thank you, Erica. try to give people an opportunity because you never know. You can miss out on some things, y'all. And just for you single people out there, hindsight, probably the person that God got for you, you have them in the friend zone. Just want to throw that out there. Thank you guys for joining me. I am out of here. I love you guys. And I will talk to you guys later. You guys enjoy your day. Have fun. See you guys next time.